thoughts about the future of Metallica when Cliff passed away?
Mine were that I don't think there was any doubt that we had to carry on and we're going to carry on. The immediate thoughts obviously were how long it would take to get the whole thing rolling again, and look back on it now, it's really good that the period of time has been so short, because like the main things that we decided when we met up again, you know, about a week after the accident, was that we wanted to do it as fast as possible, which would sort of shorten the time of us sitting around, you know, feeling sorry for ourselves and moaning and groaning and so forth. And we just wanted to get back on the road and get back to doing, you know, what we do, which is, you know, play live and tour and whatever. And
that's what he would have wanted.
Definitely. I mean, he would be the first person to encourage it anyway. And I think now, I mean, Metallica has always been about sort of fighting on and fighting against a lot of the things that have always been in our way. We've had some bad, you know, accidents before with James has broken this and I've broken that and blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
which?
Hey, the old heel. And it's like we've just always been about fighting on and sort of carrying on and going against all the sort of obstacles that come in our way. And obviously we never encountered anything like this before, but it's like we have to keep going. I think the whole thing has really given us even more incentive and even more of a kick to sort of really do it now, because now obviously we have to do it for Cliff too. Yeah. And it's like now there's absolutely no stopping us whatsoever.
Will the band change at all with Cliff's absence?
Obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be different because he was...
I mean, you know, part of the reason that I think Metallica did so well was that, or is doing so well, is that four very strong individual characters. You know, and Cliff was, as you know, very, very unique, both as a personality and as a bass player, and very original and different. And the first thing we realized was that we were never ever going to find anyone like Cliff, so it was not like we were sort of looking for a Cliff Burton II or whatever, and we just needed, you know, a bass player that would fit in. Jason has, you know, strong individual personality and so forth, and, you know, we'll see what happens when we start writing. We don't write on the road, so it's a little early to tell.
So Jason, how'd you find these guys?
Well, I leave.
They found me pretty much, you know. I mean, when I heard that they were doing auditions, right, like whatever, 3 weeks after the accident or whatever, called my friend Michael, and you know, we got together, whatever. I told him I wanted to do an audition, and so Lars called me and just went from there. You know, he told me I had 4 days before an audition or whatever, and so I locked myself in my room with the tapes and just did it, learned, you know, everything I could, and went and kicked ears.
Hey.
No, that was it. You know, when I heard that I had the chance, you know, there was no way that I wasn't going to get it. I mean, I told myself, convinced myself, there was no way that I was going to let this pass me by, because it's like, you know, a dream come true, really. So that's what it comes down to.
What do you bring to the band musically or philosophically?
I'm just going to try to create, you know, the separate personality. I mean, everybody, like he was saying, everybody's got their own thing. You know, Kirk has his personality, Lars has his, James. And then as a unit, you know, they all put 1/4 in to make the ultimate unit, right? So I'm just going to fill my 25% over here on this side and create my own personality. And you know, as far as the bass playing, you know, I'm just going to do my own style. Like Lars told me, and he was saying, you know, they're not looking for a Cliff Burton clone. That'd be impossible, and there's no way it ever could happen. So I'm just gonna, you know, play my own style and just do my thing. And it seems to be working just fine. I mean, I think the writing's gonna be cool.